Hello guys, it's Max here from Daily Market Movements, and in front of me we have the gold over the US dollar markets. As you can see in today's trading session, we haven't really done much at all. We've pretty much continued off from where we ended the day yesterday. So we currently find ourselves trading at 18.55. We are just below the 50-day EMA line, which is that red line on your screens. It's very important that we have a daily close above the 50-day EMA in order for us to then continue back towards those swing highs up at 1950. Until we break above it, it's just going to be very much back and forth, choppy trading sessions, up, down, between the 200-day EMA, which is currently at 1820, and the 50-day EMA, which is at 1870. I do favor a retest of the 50-day EMA. The past couple of trading sessions, we have tested that 1865 to 1870 level, but we have failed to break above it. So perhaps the market is just waiting for a catalyst here to give us that boost above the 50-day EMA line, get that daily close above it, and then that's when we can then continue our uptrend movement toward that 1950 level. Once we get to 1950, if we can get a daily close above that level, that means we will then likely go and target 2000, and if we can get a daily close above 2000, which is very likely, then we will then go and target the all-time highs that we achieved back at the beginning of August, which is currently at 2069. My bias on the gold markets right now, I'm sure, if you watch my videos on a daily basis, you'll know that I'm very bullish. Fundamentals are very, very strong. We're still in a low interest rate environment, and we are going to be so for, the next 5 years at least. We've been assured that by the Fed, that we will be trading in an extremely low interest rate environment. So that's very, very good for the gold markets. And, countries around the world are in a very similar situation. They've also announced, the European Central Bank, for example, has announced that it's also going to be trading in a low interest rate environment. Asia is very much the same. And as well as that, guys, COVID is still a massive threat. Yes, there are vaccinations being globally distributed, but still right now we are seeing some of the highest death rates in most countries, especially here in the UK, for example. Definitely in the US, there's up to 4,000 people dying a day. So COVID still is a huge threat to our countries, the health of our people, and of course the economy. And as long as COVID hangs around, that means that the government and the Feds and the central banks will be offering stimulus aid, capital to help businesses survive difficult times like this. Unemployment benefits, and this all means that the government's going to have to print money. And when we print money, we then devalue the currency. When we devalue the currency, that's typically when gold performs extremely well. So I am definitely a buyer of gold. I have no interest in selling. If you sell the market right here, it would be a very foolish thing to do, because the technicals are looking fantastic and the fundamentals, as I just mentioned, are probably never look better than what they do today. So I'm a buyer, no interest in selling. I think it's only a matter of days now until we have another retest of that 50-day EMA, and then once we get that daily confirmation above it, where we close above that 1970 area, the 1870 area, not 1970, 1870 area, that's when we then go and trade up towards 1950, which are the swing highs. If we were to break down below the 200-day EMA, if we had a daily close at maybe 1750, that's when I would potentially consider selling gold. But as you can see, we're nowhere near that. So for now, I'm a buyer, no interest in selling at all. I think gold goes back towards all-time highs.